Senator Bragg.
Thank you very much, President. My question is to the Minister representing the Prime Minister, Senator Wong. It's quite a simple question, actually. How many houses have been built under the Housing Australia Future Fund agenda?
Thank you, Senator Bragg. Minister Wong.
I would almost take that interjection, Senator. As you know, the government has a $32 billion Homes for Australia plan, which is focused on supply. And as you would also know, that you and others participated in blocking very substantial components of that plan. So obviously, this is we would have liked to have started much of this much earlier, given the housing supply challenge that Australia is facing. Now that job.
Minister Wong, please resume your seat. Senator Cash.
President, it is a point of order on relevance. The question merely asked for a number.
Yes, and it did talk about the housing. It talked about half in the beginning of the question. Order! You are not in a debate with me. The minister's only begun her response. I will listen carefully, and if I need to draw the minister to the question, I will certainly do that. Minister Wong.
Thank you, President. I'm advised that the government, as a consequence of these policies, has directly supported more than 10,000 new homes since the election, and through investing in social and affordable housing, it's helping first home buyers get into the market with a deposit of 5% or less. And there is more in the pipeline.
Minister Wong, please resume your seat. Senator Cash.
It is a point of order in relation to relevance. The question was in relation to the Housing Australia Future Fund.
I believe the minister is being relevant to the question. Senator Cash. Minister Wong.
I have responded to the answer to the question, but I would say this in relation to the Housing Australia Future Fund. Senator Bragg, it does seem somewhat hypocritical to come into here and complain about the rollout of that fund when you were amongst the the coalition. You are a member of the coalition who have consistently opposed it.
Minister Wong,
consistently opposed it.
Minister Wong, please resume your seat. Senator Cash.
The point of order is again relevance. It is a figure. How many have built? We can tell you the answer at
Senator
zero.
Cash,
you just need to say it. Zero.
Senator Cash, if you are seeking a point of order, you address your question to me. I've ruled on the point of order. The minister was responding to Senator Cash. I will now remind the minister to go back to the substantive question rather than talking about the senator. Minister Wong.
Thank you. I again say the government has directly supported more than 10,000 homes since we were elected, on top of the 400,000 that have been built nationwide, enabled by the investments in fee-free TAFE and enabling infrastructure. There is more homes to come.
Minister, I will call you when there's order in the chamber. Senator Cash. Senator Cash.
President, again, it is a point of order on relevance. We are asking for a figure under the Housing Australia Future Fund. We are not asking for the government's—
Thank you, Senator Cash. Senator Cash, as you described, it is a narrow question, but the minister is entitled to go to the context of the question. I'm advised by the clerk. I have drawn the minister— Order! I have drawn the minister back to the question, and I would call the minister again.
Thank you, Chair. President, I'm advised that 24,000 homes are in the pipeline through direct Commonwealth investment, including 13,700 under round one of the HAF.
Senator Bragg, first supplementary.
How many have finished?
Order! Senator Bragg. Senator Bragg, I'm sorry. Please resume your seat. Order. Order. Senator Bragg, first supplementary.
Thanks, President. So again, the question is, how many houses has the Housing Australia Future Fund actually completed? I don't think the answer is free TAFE. And in addition to that, in addition to that, given the overall target of 250,000 houses, how is the government going against that target of 250,000 houses a year?
Thank you, Senator Bragg. Minister Wong.
Thank you, President. As I said, Senator, 24,000 homes in the pipeline through direct Commonwealth investment, including 13,700 under round one of the HAF, and the government is working with the states and territories on what is an ambitious target. But, Senator, really, you have no credibility on this. You voted against the Housing Australia Future Fund every single time. Now you're complaining about delay.
Minister Wong, please resume your seat. Senator Cash.
Thank you, President. Again, it's a point of order in relation to relevance. Could you direct the minister to answer the question? There is a difference between in the pipeline and
thank you,
built.
Senator Cash. Senator Cash, the minister is being relevant to your question. She is entitled to talk about housing. Minister Wong, please continue. Senator Bragg, second supplementary.
Given that the Prime Minister has now failed to apologise to Australians for Labor's cost of living crisis, including 12 interest rate rises, energy bills rising by $1,000, living standards collapsing and 27,000 businesses going bust, and a record-breaking household recession, will the Prime Minister now at least apologise to the Australian people for his housing crisis?
Order! 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 Order across the chamber. Minister Wong.
I'm asked about the cost of living issue. I'm asked about the cost of living crisis from a bloke who voted against every cost of living measure this government has put in place for working families, from a man who voted against energy relief, from a man who's voted against childcare, tax cuts and all the range of cost of living relief that we have put in place. You know, you lot have been in opposition for nearly 3 years. You've got 3 policies: $10 billion to fund long lunches, $600 billion to fund nuclear reactors, and cuts to everything. That's your cost of living response. And I ask that further questions be placed on notice.
Minister Watt.
Thanks, President.